A 15-year-old who admitted to killing his older brother faced a judge earlier today. Take a look at this. On the ground, you see pools of blood. One of the victims obviously trying to get medical help, as you see supplies on the ground and clothing. Now, if you walk this way, you see more clothing also covered in blood and leaving a trail of blood to that door. Now, one of the victims possibly trying to get help. Police say the red car came speeding through the street behind me, hit a motorcycle, and landed in these bushes. And now crews are cleaning up the aftermath. So last night's rain is still affecting people this morning in the Edgewater community. This water is reaching to above my ankles. The car came smashing through overnight, and this is what they left. Part of the wall is on the floor. There's car pieces, there's shattered tile. I'm gonna take a step back so you can see what's going on right now. There are several officers near the body that is covered by a tarp. They've been here since around 6:45 in the morning. The detention center, dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, has less than 60 days to shut down all of its operation. This is because a judge last night denied the state's appeal to continue working. Less than a week ago, 18 international students had their visas revoked here at FIU, and now other students are making their voices heard, saying they don't want ICE on their campus.
No fear, no hate, no ICE in our state!
Florida International University students out of the classroom and on the picket line.
Say it loud, say it clear, immigrants are welcome here!
Chanting for change, dozens of students protesting the university's new partnership with ICE.
We saw 18 students lost their visas on our campus. That's seats missing. That's people in our classrooms. That's people we knew. That's people that were part of our integral community.
The 287G program is part of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, allowing campus police to carry out some immigration tasks. Officers will be allowed to stop, question, and even detain students who they believe are in the U.S. illegally.
There are many people being affected by these new policies and their participation in these programs, and they need to know that. They need to know that there's students that are not going to be able to study anymore, students who fought really hard to study, students who have wanted to study for their entire life, and now without these scholarships and without these funding, they're not going to be able to.
With a great percentage of immigrant students at the university, many say the program is striking fear in a place meant to feel safe.
It takes away what we said, that this campus is a sanctuary. It's no longer a sanctuary. It's a place that people are scared of.
Two students showing support for a student who can't. They say their friend got their scholarship taken away due to FIU's partnership with ICE.
I just hope that people hear this and understand the deep impacts that it's going to have on our students, our health, and the research in our country. I just think that it is so messed up that they are politicizing all of these things that should not be politicized, like education.
And these students say this protest is certainly not the last one. They're going to keep making sure their voices are heard here on campus and across the state. At Florida International University, Elena, 7 News.
Oh my gosh.
Just days after tragedy, students at Florida State University are expected to return to campus Monday morning.
Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to go to class on Monday. I don't feel safe right now being on campus. I don't know how we're going to do it.
I know this will not feel like a typical week. It's the last one before finals, and many of you are still processing what happened. We understand that, and we understand that some of you may not be able to return on Monday. It's okay. It's okay. We will be flexible and find a way to accommodate you. I promise.
The university's president offering support for the students.
Take care of yourself. If you need time or support, reach out. No one should go through this alone. We are here to help.
Hundreds of comments flooded the university's Instagram page in disbelief, expressing their disappointment with the school. Many saying students should not be responsible for making accommodations, and that it's too soon to return to campus.
I felt helpless being in that room. I did not know what to do. 911 wasn't going through, and at some point I picked up my ham radio and called the state emergency operations frequency. I was doing anything I could to be alive.
Police say 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner opened fire minutes before noon on Thursday, killing 57-year-old Robert Morales and 45-year-old Tiru Chava, and injuring 6 others. Friday, one person was released from Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. The 5 other people injured, the hospital says, are all in good condition.
Terrible act of violence shook our community. It's the kind of tragedy that shouldn't happen. Not here, not anywhere.
Police say the suspected gunman is an FSU student and the stepson of a sheriff's deputy. He's accused of using her former service handgun during the attack. Hours after the mass shooting, students set up a memorial on campus. Saturday, they continued gathering to pay their respects.
There's a reason that Florida State is unconquered. We're stronger together. We will always move forward, whatever that looks like.
Holy.
An evacuation emergency at Orlando International Airport.
There was definitely some screaming. People started running around and frantically trying to get the attention of anyone that worked at the airport to let the tower know this was going on. And
It happened around 11 Monday morning.
We heard a boom, and everyone was startled. Next thing you know, we saw orange, and you saw passengers that was interior to that section jump up out of their seat.
Nearly 300 passengers and several crew members on board the Delta Airlines flight headed to Atlanta were forced to slide onto the tarmac after a fire broke out. Channing Wells was on board the flight with her mother and son.
So you had an entire plane trying to get off one exit. There were several who were able to jump off the slide, but as we were running towards the front of the plane, they told us to stop as they were extinguishing the fire.
The FAA says the Delta Airlines flight was pushing back from the gate and preparing to take off when an engine went up in flames. Fire rescue crews racing to put out the blaze and contain the plumes of smoke.
the next thing you knew, within a few minutes, the plane was completely surrounded by fire trucks, ambulances, and a bunch of other airport personnel.
Wells said only one exit door had a functioning slide, and flight attendants attempted to keep those on board calm while they waited for connecting stairs to arrive.
The flight attendants did the best that they could to accommodate us, but even they were anxious. There were passengers who had anxiety attacks. I've seen little kids on the floor. People were having breathing issues. There was some smoke. You had moms who were panicking. I was there with my son. My son even asked, "Mom, are we going to die?"
Wells says passengers were given food and drinks, and their connecting flight has already been resolved.
I'm not going to say traumatic, but that was very, very scary.
This engine fire following another Delta Airlines incident when a plane flipped upside down and burst into flames while landing in Toronto, injuring 21 people of the 80 on board.